Hi, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona, this is Ralphie, and today I'm sharing a 35-minute yoga practice for self-care. And it is a nourishing Vinyasa flow designed to help you recharge, especially if you are someone who cares about others as a caregiver, or you tend to give a lot of energy outward. So this practice is an invitation to draw some of that care back in toward yourself. And for practice today, you may wish to have a block, and I would recommend having a folded blanket. And if you are enjoying the classes on a regular basis and you'd like to support me, I am on Patreon. All the details are in the description below. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you enjoy this practice. Namaste.
And begin your practice in Crocodile pose, laying down on your belly. Make a pillow by stacking your hands or your forearms and rest your forehead. Lengthen your legs behind you and turn your toes toward the corner edges of your mat so your heels can rest in. Lingering here for the next minute or so, just inviting your attention more inward to come home into your body. One of my favourite meditation teachers, Jack Cornfield, once said, "If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete." A nice reminder that compassion is not meant to be an outward-only practice. So often we equate kindness with self-sacrifice, to give endlessly to others, while withholding those same qualities from ourselves. Today's practice is about meeting yourself with care, an act of self-care and kindness. Feel now the weight of your body supported by the ground. Sense your breath moving through you. And notice how your mind really starts to feel your body when you breathe and your body feel the ground. Beginning here from a place of connection and presence. Take a slow, long, deep breath in. And gently exhale toward the earth. Soften your shoulders there, your legs. Take 2 to 3 more slow breaths. Letting the outside world soften just for now. And keep your head resting on your hands. Bend your knees, flex your feet, and slowly windshield wiper your feet side to side. Offer your low back some gentle rotation. And then softly land your feet back down, engage your legs, transition into Sphinx pose. Coming onto your forearms. And then lift your chest forward and through your arms. Finding a comfortable arch through your spine. And then bring your right ear toward your right shoulder. Circling through your neck, tuck your chin. And draw a half circle, left ear, left shoulder. And go side to side. Lengthening into the back and sides of your neck. And then release and lower down. Slide both arms forward like Superman arms, palms face down. And on your inhale, raise your right arm and your left leg. and lower down. Inhale, left arm, right leg, and lower, alternating now with the rise and fall of your breath. Release. We'll set up for a rolling cobra. Slide your fingertips back and keep them wide off the side edges of your mat. 3 times now, inhaling to lift your chest away from the mat. Exhale to lower and soften. Breathing in to lift. Breathing out to melt down. One more. And as you're ready, hands to your mat. Press back to child's pose, balasana. Take your seat to your heels. You can rest or reach your arms forward. Feel your next breath in and out, following your breath. And this is your rest pose, your permission to pause, to be anytime you need to do less throughout your practice. Glide up onto all fours now, tabletop pose. Move through 3 to 5 rounds of cat and cow. Arch and round your spine or any other movement that feels intuitive. No right or wrong. This is simply a practice to find what feels good, nurture and connect with yourself. And take the next few breaths to make your way into downward facing dog. Gently pedal your heels. Feel free to bend your knees and sway your hips left and right. And loosen through your neck and your shoulders. And then moving yourself towards stillness in your down dog. Take a full breath in, clearing breath out. Gaze forward and walk forward to the top of your mat for an easeful forward fold, Uttanasana. Gap your feet a comfortable distance apart, bend your knees so your chest can rest on your thighs. Bowing forward, holding opposite elbows. And you might like to bend and straighten your legs a few times or gently sway side to side. Just tuning into the feedback from your body. Then release your arms now, hang in ragdoll. And then slowly roll yourself up to stand. Hands to prayer, center of your chest, Tadasana. Gliding into 2 half sun salutes, moving intentionally with your breath. Breathing in, sweep your arms overhead, gaze up. Breathing out, softly bend your knees, fold over your legs. Breathe in, take a halfway lift, bring some length to your spine. And refold over your legs. Inhale, rise to stand, grow long, arms overhead. Hands to prayer, center of your chest, Tadasana. Another round, arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Breathe in, lengthen your chest away from your thighs, and fold. Rise to stand with a new breathe, and hands to prayer, a moment of pause, Tadasana. Adding on, inhale, circle your arms overhead, forward fold. Breathe in, lengthen your heart forward. Breathe out, step your right foot back for runner's lunge. And here you might like a block underneath your right hand as we move through this flow. First round slow. On your inhale, circle your left arm forward, up. And as you circle your left arm back, turn your gaze back and lower your right knee to the floor. Inhale here. On your exhale, retrace your circle. Raise your right knee and thread your left arm under your right, lifting your hips, straightening your legs for a pyramid variation. Breath to movement, left arm circles forward, up and back. Lower your right knee, look back. Exhale, left arm circles forward, raise your right knee, straighten your legs for pyramid twist, left arm under. Twice more in your own time. And this time, as you thread under, turn to your right for wide-legged fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Wide stance, angle your heels out, engage your thighs, take a halfway lift. Forward fold between your wide legs. Releasing through the length of your spine to the crown of your head. No need to push to be present here, just connecting with your own felt experience and adjusting your shape from a place of sensation so you can find ease. Breathe a breath that feels supportive. On your inhale, chest forward, come to the fingertips, and then hold your waist. Little bend in the knees, rise to stand. Transition into Warrior Two on your left. Face your left toes forward. Top of your space, lunge into your left thigh. Finding your comfortable stride between the feet. Centering your spine. Melting your shoulders down. Following your breath. Ground down through your feet, raise your arms overhead, take your right hand to your left wrist. Next inhale, reverse your warrior, lean up and back to your right. On your exhale, release your hands to the floor, return to your runner's lunge. Moving into a modified side plank, step your left foot halfway down the mat over into the left lane. Balance on your right hand, pivot your heels to the right, reach your left hand to the sky. Lift your right hip away from the mat so you feel your right side waist engage. Keep that lift and send your left arm overhead for a gentle side bend. Fan your right ribs open. Another breath in. And lower your left hand to the mat, step back, plank pose. and return to downward facing dog. Inhale, flow forward to plank pose. We'll take a half flow. Bend your knees to a hover and ripple back to downward facing dog. You can pause here or a full vinyasa forward to plank. Knees or no knees lower to your belly. Hands to the mat, inhale Cobra, Bhujangasana, lifting your chest. Lower, roll on your knees, press back, downward facing dog. Settle steady and follow your breath. Inhale, looking forward, bend your knees and step to the top of your mat. Open and fold with your breath. Rise to stand. Hands to prayer, Tadasana. Second side, inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, a halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back for runner's lunge. Take a moment, find your stride, a block if you're using one, under your left hand. Inhale, circle your right arm forward, up, and as you circle your right arm back, turn your gaze back, lower your left knee to the floor. Inhale here, expand across your chest. Exhale, retrace the circle of your right arm, lift your left knee, thread your right arm under your left. Breath to movement, right arm circles forward, up, back, lower your left knee. On your exhale, right arm circles forward, raise your left knee, straighten your legs, pyramid twist. Twice more at your own pace. This time as you thread under, turn to your left, turn your heels in, your toes out now, and with your fingertips on the floor for support or on a block, lunge into your left knee, straighten your right leg, and then over to your right, straighten your left leg. Chest open, movement to breathe, twice more each side. And then meet me in the middle, turn your toes forward, take a halfway lift. A breath to fold between your wide legs. Lift up onto the fingertips, hands to your waist, rise to stand tall. Right side, warrior two. 5 to 8 breaths. Allowing yourself to soften where you can, letting your body know it doesn't have to be defensive or feel rigid in these shapes. Notice where you can feel more buoyant and light, could just be your expression. Ground down through your feet, raise your arms overhead, take your left hand to your right wrist. Next inhale, reverse your warrior, lean up and back to your left. And then on an exhale, hands to the floor, find your runner's lunge. Moving into a modified side plank, step your right foot halfway down the mat, into the right lane, pivot your heels to the left, reach your right hand to the sky. Engaging, lifting your left sideways so you create that crescent shape through the underside of your body. Keep the lift, send your right arm overhead, side body stretch. Take another breath in and lower, right hand to the mat, step back to plank and return to downward facing dog. Unrushed, unhurried, nurturing yourself with your practice. Inhale, flow forward, plank. Take a half flow, bend the knees and flow back, downward facing dog. You can stay and pause here or full vinyasa, plank on your inhale. Lower chaturanga, exhale. Inhale into your back bend, loop your shoulders back. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. On your inhale, raise your right leg, down dog split. Step your right foot to your hands, landing there. Toe heel your right foot over into the left lane of your mat. Then step your left foot in and over to your right, so your legs are crossed through the midline, about 3 feet apart. And you might like to elevate your hands onto a block here for support. You can also add a little bend to your right knee, and so your right heel lifts. And then walk your hands around to your right, easing into your outer left hip. You can explore taking a light sway through your hips or a little circle. And breathing some calm, slow breaths. And then walk your hands back, top of your space. Keep your right foot in place. And just slide your left knee up next to the pinky toe side of your right foot. Take a seat for a twist. Ardha Matsyendrasana. If you'd like more space in your twist, extend your left leg forward. Take your right fingertips behind you to the floor. Inhale, reach your left arm up toward the sky. Keep the length of your spine. Exhale and twist to your right. For a little bit more space, you might like to walk your right fingertips further away. Gazing forward, release from your twist. And we'll come to deer pose. Sweep your right leg behind you. And then stagger your legs, bending your left knee. So your right knee touches the sole of your left foot. Moving into a side bend, mini wild thing. Right hand to your right ankle. Inhale, reach your left arm up and over to your right. Breathing some space and length into the left side of your waist. And then on an exhale, swim your left hand behind to the floor. Lift your hips and sweep your right arm overhead to the left. Lightly pressing your hips forward. And then softly release down. Hands to the top of your mat. Step back to plank. Pausing there, take a breath. And then hips up and back, downward facing dog. If you'd like to take a vinyasa, moving through your flow now, we'll all meet up in downward facing dog. On your inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands and pause for a moment. Then walk your left foot over toward the right lane of your mat. And then step your right foot in and over to the left, crossing your legs, adding a little bend to your left knee, perhaps a block. Walk your hands around to your left. Back leg stays straight and you're just easing into your outer right hip. You can sway if a little rhythm feels good, or find some stillness. Feel or imagine your breath at the points of sensation, expanding and softening as your breath waves in and out. Walk your hands back to the top of your mat. Keep your left foot in place and transition into a seated twist. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Slide your right knee next to the pinky toe side of your left foot. Take a seat. For more space, extend your right leg forward. Left fingertips behind to the floor. Inhale, right arm reaches toward the sky. Exhale and twist to your left. Breathing slowly in, find length through your spine. As you breathe out, gently revolving. Gaze forward, release from your twist, transition into deer pose. Sweep your left leg behind you, bend in the knee, stagger your legs. Left knee touches the sole of your right foot. Side bend, left hand to your left ankle, right arm up and over to your left. On your exhale, right hand behind to the floor, lift your hips and sweep your left arm overhead to the right. Hips press forward, heart lifts. And release softly down. Hands to the top of your mat. Step back to plank. And then send your hips up and back. Return to downward facing dog. If you'd like to take a final vinyasa, moving through your flow. And we'll all meet up in child's pose. Knees wide, big toes to touch. And resting forward toward your mat. Lift and walk your hands in, transitioning onto your back now. Gather any additional layers you may wish to have with you and have your folded blanket close by for our final sequence before Shavasana. As you arrive, tuck your knees in toward your chest, roll a few circles through your low back spine. And then place your feet to the floor now. Lift your buttocks and slide the folded blanket under your buttocks. And then rest back down so you feel supported and a little elevated. Once you're set, arms wide to a T, reach your legs up toward the sky. Soft bend in your knees so the back of your pelvis feels heavy. A few times now, flex your right foot, point your left toes, and switch. Give your feet some space to stretch and spread out before slipping them back into shoes. And then stay elevated on your blanket. Bend and hug your right knee in toward your chest. And lower your left leg down to rest on your mat. Lengthening into the front of your left hip. A few slow breaths here. And then re-bend your left knee and come to reclined figure 4 on the blanket. Cross your right ankle, top of the left knee, and draw your left thigh toward you. Just notice how this variation feels for you. I find the elevation of the blanket offers a little bit more space and comfort to ease into my outer hip. But if you'd like more sensation, slip the blanket out, find what feels good for you. And keep a deep, slow tempo to your breathe. One more breath in and out. And then cross your right leg over your left for Gomukhasana, a reclined version of cow legs. You can either catch a hold of your knees and draw them in toward your chest as you widen your feet away from one another, or if you have the space, run your hands down to your outer feet, releasing through your outer right hip, and aim to rest your head back on your mat so it feels more effortless. And then unravel your legs, send your legs toward the ceiling, circle your ankles a few times, spread out through your toes, the arches, your heels. We'll change sides. Hug your left knee in toward your chest, and then lower and extend your right leg forward, your foot flexed. 3 breaths. Re-bend your right knee and transition into your reclined figure 4. Crossing your left ankle to the top of your right knee and drawing your right thigh in toward you. And keep noticing the quality of your breath, your attention, the felt experience in your hips. Making your way into reclined cow, cross your left leg over your right for Gomukhasana. Draw your knees in toward your chest, holding your knees or your feet. Just mindfully moving your feet away from one another. Gently release. If you have a final posture to close your practice, like a happy baby or a forward fold, just taking that now. If you're ready to rest and be still, making your way into your most comfortable resting shape. And as we close practice, take a few minutes to be still. Allow your body and mind to settle. And let your breath flow naturally. Feel the echo of your practice, your movements. And you've shown up for yourself today with kindness, presence, with the quiet courage it takes to slow down. Bring one hand to your heart, silently say to yourself if it resonates, may I be gentle with myself. May I honor my needs. And may I treat myself with the same compassion I offer others. Breathe it in. Slowly exhale. Rest and let go. I'll be back to guide you back. And gently now drift your awareness back. Start to make some small movements in your fingers, your feet, your toes. Stretch out in your own way. As you're ready, if you're laying back, bend your knees, rolling out to your right side. One last rest. And press your way back up to sit. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a fantastic day ahead. Namaste.